Welcome back to Totally Forkable. A little different setup today, sitting in front of our Christmas tree. This is actually my first year ever having a Christmas tree in an apartment that I've lived in. Obviously, this video is going to be my favorite vegan products of 2021. I feel like compared to last year, I had a harder time coming up with new products that I tried and liked. And I don't know if it was because I just didn't try as many new products this year. I think that's part of it. Also, I feel that I was disappointed a lot this year. When I did try new products, I felt a lot of them that I tried I didn't like. So my batting average, I guess, was lower. That being said, I do have some products to share. Just like last year, it's not one of these perfect one in each category type of roundups. It's kind of just if there happened to be something in that category that I liked, that I included it. If there isn't, I didn't include it. There are more than one in most of the categories, so usually there's like a winner and then a runner-up, I guess. So let's just get started. My first category is favorite drink of 2021. I am like drink obsessed. I'm not talking about alcoholic drinks. I'm talking about just every other kind of drinks. I am a kombucha-holic. I love to just have, kombuchas and soda waters and different things. Like, I just really enjoy drinking lots of different delicious things. Last year, my favorite drink, I think I gave it to GT's kombucha, which is just a long-standing favorite of mine. This year, I am giving it to GT's, surprise, surprise, but not the kombucha. I don't know if it was new for this year, but it was certainly the first time I had ever seen it. GT's came out with a root beer product this year, and it's basically kind of like a mushroom elixir. All you need to know is that it's carbonated, it slightly tastes like root beer, it's not sweet at all, and it is delicious. I found it for the first time at one of our local health food stores. I was like, what is this? This is so cool, a new GT's product. And I was really hesitant because, I don't know, I just feel like whenever I go outside my norm with kombucha, I am disappointed. But the root beer one is just so good. And yet it's something that I think a lot of people probably wouldn't like because, like I said, it has basically zero sweetness, but it just has this root beer flavor. And with the carbonation, I don't really know if I believe in all these different healthy mushroom things. I haven't really done much research into it or experimented that much. I enjoy it. I'm actually gonna go get one today after I get my COVID test as a little treat. Yeah, so that is my favorite drink. And then a very, very close second, I would say, another drink that I discovered this year is the Cossen's ciders. So these are canned ciders. They're not alcoholic, they are carbonated, and they have different flavors. And it's super healthy and natural. There's barely anything in it. It's basically just pressed apples, I think, and carbonation. And then if there's like the different flavor ones have different things added. I really love the ginger flavor. I think that's my favorite. Pretty sure it's just ginger and apples. And then I also really like the elderflower flavor. I don't like things to be overly sweet, so I don't like there to be too much sugar added, and I hate any type of sweetener. I don't care if it's monk fruit, I don't care if it's stevia, I don't care if it's erythritol. These ciders to me are the perfect, just ever so slightly sweet from the apples, but not overly sweet, and the flavors are great. And I feel like these are great if you don't drink. These, I feel like, are something you could have at a party and really feel like you're drinking something exciting and not feel, left out because everyone else is drinking booze and you're drinking water, Okay, my next category is candy, which I realize is a bit ironic because I was just like, I hate things to be overly sweet. And I really don't have much of a sweet tooth. Usually I want something that's a little sweet and a little sour. So the first one is the Hue Kitchen chocolate covered golden berries. So Paul and I have both loved golden berries for a really long time. If you don't know what golden berries are, they're really sour and like ever so slightly sweet. A lot of places sell them dehydrated. I actually first tried them when I was in my freshman orientation weekend of college. There was this woman had a table at orientation selling different health food snacks, and she had me try these, and she described them as the Sour Patch Kids of the health food world, and I thought that was a great description. So Hue Kitchen makes chocolate covered golden berries, and they're just very natural. It's nothing crazy added to the chocolate. At first I thought I wouldn't like them because I'm like, that would just be too much sweetness. I'm not hugely into chocolate these days, but it is just a really nice experience, starting with the chocolate a little sweeter and then getting to the sour golden berry at the end. I really enjoy those and recommend them if you're looking for just a very sort of not desserty type of dessert treat. My second candy that I liked this year, which I had tried before this year, they are the Yum Earth twists. I think they're strawberry lemonade flavor twists. I have had a bit of an up and down relationship with Yum Earth. I really appreciated them when they first came out, and they had some really good vegan gummy snacks, because I feel like I'm forever on a journey to find a really good sour vegan gummy snack. They're really hard to find. Obviously, they mostly have gelatin in them, or the vegan ones, they're just not chewy enough. So I thought that Yum Earth was all vegan, and then I bought some of their gummies one time. They had gelatin in them. I was really annoyed, sent some angry emails. You know, the usual. I had tried these sour twists before, but usually when I see them, they're sold in a big bag of like tiny little, almost like trick-or-treat size bags, which I think is so wasteful, and I never want to buy them. Some service I was ordering from, I think Imperfect Foods, had them for sale, like the big bags. So I got them. I really like them. I think it's probably one of the better sour vegan candies that I've tried. They're not super chewy like a gummy would be. It's more of like a hard Twizzler type of consistency, but the taste is really good and I like it a lot. So the next category is jerky. If you've watched my videos, you know I love vegan jerkies, and I'm always looking for the next best one because I haven't really been happy with too many of the ones I've tried. So actually, the person who gifted me with the Very Good Butcher gift cards recommended this new jerky to me. Again, not sure how new it was, but I had just never heard of it. They were like, I think you would really like this, and it's called, I actually have it right here, it's called Pleather, which is kind of a clever name, also a little weird. I got it on Amazon. So far, that's the only place I've seen selling it, although I haven't really looked too many other places, but I would like to find somewhere else to buy it that's not Amazon. This is the second flavor I've tried. The first one I tried was I think it's just a black pepper flavor, and I really liked it. It's extremely chewy. Some vegan jerkies, and actually one that I think I listed as my favorite one last year, the Crave jerky. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but sometimes in some of these really tough vegan jerkies, you will get some pieces, and not the regular pieces that are supposed to be really tough and chewy and whatever, but you'll get a few pieces that are just so hard. They're just like straight hard, one uniform texture the whole way through. It's unlike all the other pieces. And I had a bag of Crave. I actually bought 2 bags of Crave at Target. Almost every piece was like that, and I was so annoyed because they had been really great the first time I tried them. This, for the most part, it's pretty uniform texture throughout. It is very chewy, like I said. Sometimes you have to kind of let it sit in your mouth for a second before you start chewing, but it's not overly salty, which is huge to me because I just can't tell you how annoyed I am at some jerky companies that insist on just overdosing us with salt. So it's always nice to try something new. Loving this, and like I said, hoping to find somewhere not Amazon to buy it. So if you have any recommendations, let me know. Moving on to my favorite vegan snack of the year. If you've watched my channel this year, probably won't be surprised by this, but my favorite vegan snack were the Spudsy sweet potato puffs. Someone had messaged me on Instagram being like, I think you'd really like these snacks, like back in the beginning of the year. And I was like, those look so good. Those are just the flavors that I always am looking for in vegan snacks that are so hard to find. I really like them, although I will say I've sort of gone through the whole circle, I feel like, of being like, I love these, they're amazing, but then like eating them too much and like now kind of like sick of them. Some flavors are way harder to find than others, and the flavor that I find the most easily, it seems like, is the barbecue flavor, which is my least favorite flavor. Actually, I haven't even tried the cinnamon churro flavor because like, get the fuck out of here with like dessert snacks. No thank you. Yeah, those were the only new snacks I tried this year that I really liked. I've also tried their hot fries, which I thought, I was so excited to try them because I used to be obsessed with Andy Capp's hot fries when I was in high school. We had a little store at my high school that sold snacks and whatnot. I would buy one, I don't think every day, but at least a few times a week, and eat the entire bag, and I just loved that flavor. My mouth is watering just thinking about it. So when I saw Spudsy was making hot fries, I was like, oh my god, this is amazing, like finally a vegan hot fry. I was very disappointed. They taste nothing like Andy Capp's hot fries. They just basically remind me of those veggie straws. The texture and the mouthfeel and the shape are exactly like those, except it has maybe a little bit of a better flavor. When I'm expecting it to taste like an Andy Capp's hot fry and then it doesn't, it's a very disappointing experience. So if you do know of any vegan snacks that taste like Andy Capp's hot fries, please let me know. I will just say across the board, I was so disappointed in vegan snacks this year. I just didn't see anything that was new and exciting and looked really great. And I feel like I just see the same vegan snacks everywhere I go. And it's all these different iterations of like bean chips and tortilla chips, and there's nothing that creative and different. And that's why I think Spudsy was great, because I think Spudsy was something different. I don't know, just disappointed in vegan snacks. If you have any suggestions, let me know. Okay, let's move on to it's a frozen meal. It's probably pretty high in sodium, but it didn't taste that bad compared to other frozen ones I've tried. So yeah, Amy's broccoli cheesy bake, favorite frozen meal of the year. And then dessert, which again, didn't know if I was gonna include this because there's nothing that really stood out, but I'm gonna go with two different products. First one is the Coconut Bliss chocolate covered bars. Now, again, I think that I had tried these before this year. Normally those type of desserts I don't like because I find the chocolate is just way too rich and overpowering. This chocolate, it wasn't so rich, like it tasted like they cut it with something to make it not as strong, and it was just really good chocolate. It just reminded me of some type of ice cream bar that I ate when I was younger. Maybe it was a Dove bar, I'm not sure. The ingredients, if you look at the ingredients list, it's very simple, which I appreciate. A lot of these vegan ice creams, there's like a million ingredients. Really enjoyed it. The only thing I would have liked more is if it had had some, nuts on the outside, because I think that would have just been a nice balance to the sweetness and a little more texture. But I think they actually make those, I just haven't seen them. And then last but not least, and this could fall in a few different categories. It's not necessarily a dessert, but my last item is Abe's muffins. I hadn't seen these before this year. I found them at Whole Foods. I got the blueberry muffins. I used to love blueberry muffins. It's funny, I don't like berries or fruity desserts. I like berries. I don't love them in desserts for the most part, but I love blueberry muffins and blueberry donuts. Anyway, so I found these at Whole Foods and I made them my favorite way to make them, which is cut in half, put a little butter on a pan, melt it, and then grill the muffin sort of like face down on the pan. So good. The one thing I will say is that with the blueberry muffins, the blueberries were all just at the top instead of being spread throughout. One of my friends messaged me on Instagram and was like, it really pisses me off that they only put blueberries on the top to give it the illusion that it has a lot of blueberries in it, but then the blueberries are all at the top. Then I was watching Great British Bake Off. Something about if you do something a certain way when you're baking things, sometimes all the toppings can get pushed to the top. And so I'm like, maybe that's what happened with them. Give them the benefit of the doubt. I know they have different flavors. They have a cornbread flavor and, different flavors like that. I found them really tasty. It was I hadn't eaten a blueberry muffin in a long time, so it was a real treat. And I also love that they'll have like mini ones and then they'll have, big ones, and it's just another option for a parent if they're going to school and they need to bring a breakfast item or a snack, or if you're going to a brunch party or whatever. It's just an easy, accessible vegan option, and I think that's really cool to just have something like that. So that's it for my list. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe some of these products are also some of your favorite products, or maybe you have some suggestions for me in some of the categories that I was sort of disappointed by, like snacks. If so, let me know. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye.